Hello again, this is Brother Teacher. Just wanted to talk to you quickly on the subject of obesity. First of all, not too long ago, I put out a video on my martial arts channel, I believe, if not on this channel, about martial artists being fat. And yes, I did use the word fat. I don't think there's always a politically correct way of saying things. Sometimes it just simply is what it is. And with that, I have no intention of trying to discourage anyone or make anyone feel bad. We're all victims of circumstances oftentimes, and oftentimes those same circumstances were created by us. So I say this out of love when I record this video and in an attempt to try to aid those who are indeed in need of some way out of that situation and a potential health hazard, as it were. So, back on the subject of weight, in the video that I put out before, I said that when we as martial artists make an assertion that we are masters and grandmasters, we should not look the part. When a person comes to me or you, if you're a martial artist or a prospective martial arts instructor, and that master, grandmaster, and someone knocks on your door, they come into your dojo, dojang, or kun, and they're looking for the instructor, and they see this guy standing up there, or lady for that matter, who has a uniform on, and their belly is hanging over their belt or over their waistband. That's not attractive at all. And that's not indicative of what we preach in terms of discipline as it relates to martial arts and health, because they go hand in hand. When you say you're a martial arts instructor, especially a master, and God help you if you're a grandmaster and you are obese, there's something seriously going on there, and it needs to be addressed. Uh, if there is a situation where you have a health issue, I've heard people tout in time past about thyroid issues. If they're unaligned as far as the chemical balance in your body, it could cause you to gain weight. But you can't gain weight realistically, not significant weight that is, unless you're taking something in. You're not just going to gain water weight from a thyroid issue. It doesn't work that way. So there is something that you indeed are doing to yourself. It is you not managing how you eat, and you're not eating consciously, and you're not eating consciously in a healthy framework of thinking. So again, and I've said in videos in time past that real food is natural food. Everything else was created by man. It was put together by man, and it is enjoyed by man. You know, when we start creating paste and sauces and juices and things like this composed of bitter, sweet juice, sugar, confectionery sugar, and all kinds of additives, we have left being natural to unnatural. And there's a consequence to pay. And our bodies are going to be suffering from that as a matter of fact. So, obesity is the extreme other side of being overweight or fat, if you will, and that is a situation that requires some close attention, because there are no skinny skeletons in any human being. You might have larger skeletons and smaller skeletons, but the skeletons are not fat. They're not obese. So obesity is basically an extreme amount of fat tissue on your body, and it's usually a result of overeating and inappropriate eating, eating the wrong things. So uh, we're supposed to uh, eat to live. We're not supposed to live to eat. So we have it twisted or confused. So in eating to live, we have to remember that our body is a living organism and that it needs nutrition. That is the most important thing. Now, the Creator wanted us to enjoy the foods that are on earth. Now, don't forget, man creates a lot of things that they add to food too. So there's a difference there. So I'm not saying that you're supposed to be eating everything bland and without any spices and so forth, but just be mindful of what it is that you're putting in your food, and how much it is that you're putting in your food. And if you like chicken, don't necessarily eat the whole chicken. Your portions is important too. It's all relevant. So there are some people who eat one meal a day. As long as that one meal a day consists of all of the nutrition and the minerals and the vitamins that you need for your body, that you have your proper fluid intake every day, and you exercise, of course, that is great. But when you're eating 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times a day, every time you turn around, you're picking something up, eating it, and you have a propensity to pick up some weight, then there's no wonder why 6 months or a year later, you've gained 100 pounds, and you're going to look it. And I've seen The Biggest Loser on television, that program, and I've seen other programs on television where people are seeking clinical help to lose weight after they gained 600 pounds, 700 pounds, 800 pounds as a human being. And that is really out there. And again, I'm not trying to discourage anyone. I'm just saying, that uh, if you really want to live, then you should do all of the things necessary to live longer. Now, of course, I've heard people say in time past too, you're going to die eventually, but don't let it be at your own hand. Don't let it be you causing you to die, a premature death. I have seen and I've known people personally who have passed away, and I've worked in nursing for over 10 years in my life. And I've seen people gain weight and pass away as a result of that bad lifestyle choice. So I know firsthand. And generally, what happens is it's going to be a diabetical issue, or it's going to be a heart issue for the most part. You end up with gout, severe arthritis, and all of that extra weight on your body, and your body frame integrity is compromised because of all the weight on your physical structure that was never intended to be there. Your heart has to pump more blood. It has to pump harder to get blood to all of that tissue in your body. So you have to be mindful of this. If you need some help, uh, I want to tell you to seek out more holistic remedies to your issues, and not so much a clinical aspect. Anytime you try to compromise the natural integrity of the human body unnecessarily, so, and I mean plastic surgery too, I'm going to throw that out there. Uh, we don't need to do that. We're beautiful people. Everybody is beautiful. Sometimes because of how we have been raised, and people have told us when we were younger and throughout our lives that we were ugly and that we were not going to be anything in life, and so on and so forth. We've embraced that mindset, and then we think that we're not beautiful. You are beautiful. I want to tell you that now. Every one of you out there that's listening to this video, even those that don't see this, we are all beautiful in God's sight, firstly. And we should see ourselves as the same and stop trying to please somebody else. And a lot of times they really don't care that you've had a particular surgery, having your stomach tied up and this kind of stuff, and having somebody making money off of you, because there's money in that. The doctor's getting paid extra money for that invasive procedure and so forth. Understand this. I'm going to tell you the truth regardless. So if you need some real help, seek out more of a holistic way. There's yellow pages, there's the internet, there's classifieds all the time. It's out there. If you need any help expeditiously, you can contact me, comment, leave your voicemail or your phone number or your email address and what have you, and I will get back with you, and I will give you some remedy and help you find a way if you're indeed needing some help to lose weight. And I can give you some information on how to lose weight as well. But if I don't have the answer, I can get you the answer, no doubt. I just want to tell you I love you, and Yahweh love you, and you have a beautiful day. So long.